everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. We've got two teams here looking to find a way to win. It's the Titans coming in at 6-3, going up against the Texans, who come in at 6-3.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Tennessee Titans. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through. Pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
And his throw here's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. From the gun, Mariota. It's caught, Patton. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall at the 41-yard line. They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
2nd down following the run. Mariota to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Mariota on first down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
So 2nd and 10 here. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. Decent gain on the scramble is 6, but now it's 4th.
And defensively, they had an extra defensive back on the field, their nickel package, and it made a difference. All the receivers were blanketed, so he tried to run for it, but he came up just a bit short.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. First and 10, Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Fuller. And he's able to get up here to the 26. A gain of 6 there on first. Four yards remaining now on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. He takes this for 3 to the 29. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, here's Watson. Forced out to his left. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And the third down pass falls incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. A big play there on the catch and run. 44 yards. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They go play action here on first down. Over the middle, he's got Tyrell Williams. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Play action now. Mariota being chased out left. And avoids the contact by sliding. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
In the red zone this time. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Steps away to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
On play action, Mariota. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. And this is good. Our score, 7-0, Tennessee. Lutz now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. Oh, he's got some breathing room. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. Touchdown, Houston. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Titans getting set to go. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. And now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
First down, Mariota. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Kevin Pierre-Louis coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Here's Mariota. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And now out comes Houston. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Faking the give. Now Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. First carry now for Tyler Irvin. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Austin Seferian-Jenkins, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with the football here to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a second and short yardage to start things out. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Second down, Mariota. He'll get it in the hands of Clark, complete. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Now a play fake here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Eluding the pressure right. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion. Mariota now. Dancing to his left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 12 more yards there and another first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up the first down.
Throwing is Mariota. Flush to his right. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. And to give this time to the tailback. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Lutz now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Watson. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Now they try the right side here. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick. Make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
3rd and long. It's Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Adoree Jackson on the return. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. Mariota now to throw on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now they'll run it on the toss.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
They go play action. Mariota on the crossing route. That's complete to Clark. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. A first down throw for Mariota. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Tennessee after this. Play fake. Mariota. Smith catches left side. And he is knocked down from the side. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. We'll find Clark open right side. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Now a handoff here to his running back. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
On third down, Mariota. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound Brandon no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said, uh-uh.
On first down, it's Watson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Watson off play action. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. On first and 10, Watson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Texans now. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Well, Brandon, so much for halftime adjustments. They still can't get anything going on the ground. It may be time to loosen things up and start flinging it around a little bit.
The Texans on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12. From the gun, here's Watson. Now he's flushed out left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sack.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the third. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the group.
He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. his second touchdown on the season. And the Titans are within a 2-point conversion of tying this game.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down. And on 2nd and 10 now. Throwing again is Watson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. The Texans on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Watson. Buying time to his left. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be... inside the 35. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Just 2 yards to go here on 2nd down for the offense. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Play action now, Mariota. And his throw is incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
The Titans on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. To throw is Mariota. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now it's the backup, Hackenberg. Forced out to his left. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. With it is Jackson. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And it'll be Titan football. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. The last couple of drives have ended in punts. Maybe the crowd minds that, but you're a defensive guy. You're okay with a couple of punt drives.
Listen, I'm the guy that loves a 0-0 pitch game. All right, in baseball, I can handle that going into the 7th inning. I think the crowd, though, they want to see a little bit more excitement. Let's see if someone can break something free on offense and get going.
Offense at a premium the last 2 drives. Mariota. Man open left side. It's Williams. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. 3rd and short yardage. Mariota. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Here we go now.
Following the interception, here's Hackenberg. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Jarrell Casey in there to get him. And that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. This is a 26-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
For so many years, I was convinced it was a myth, because you always hear about the smaller running back. Oh, he gets lost, you can't find him, and sometimes that's part of his genius. But it's true. You get behind big offensive linemen, the defensive line guys trying to find him, trying to peek around people to see him, and he gets lost. But this guy gets lost in a good way for his offense, picking up big yardage.
They go play action here on first down. His throw incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Second down following the incompletion. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Back now in Nashville. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the fourth quarter. The Titans on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. First down, Titans, gain of 12. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Throw right side, caught by Davis. A very solid gain of 27. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. From the red zone now, Mariota. Caught left side, Williams. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. So second down, 3 yards to go now. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Second down, Mariota. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. On third down, that's Patton. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A great effort there with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Titans have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Lutz now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Hackenberg now to throw on first. Left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another first down.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. A second down carry for Irvin. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
Let's go. Off the play fake, Hackenberg. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, 5. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
On second down, Hackenberg again. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
The Texans on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Hackenberg. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Avery Williamson in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. Getting down to the end here, they have a 2-score lead. Barely, but it's a 2-score lead, so that probably makes you as a coach feel a lot more comfortable right now, doesn't it, Charles?
It does, but it doesn't mean now you go out and run option or some kind of a wild double reverse or anything like that. But you do know that if anything does go haywire, you're still in control of this game.
I want a double reverse, don't you?
I'm just waiting for that day where we actually see something like that in this situation.
We'll see what happens here. Now they try the right side here. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Titans on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 8. Mariota to throw. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give him some breathing room and lets him build up a little cushion.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
To throw, Hackenberg. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now Hackenberg. He's going to let it fly. The swing pass caught. A huge play there for Houston. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. First and goal at the 3-yard line now. They come out here in the I. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. They got to have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. Now Hackenberg. Flushed out right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
The Titans go victory formation down to a knee. Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the 4th quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get the win.
And since you mentioned neck and neck, I'm going to stay with a little bit of a horse racing theme. It was that close, and then really went into the gallop and finished it strong.
One more horse racing theme.
Go.
I am glad you posted today.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So for the Titans, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for Houston, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.